Hello, how's it going? It's Dan McDonald, and I'm the Life Generator here on YouTube. I have a juice recipe for you. It's just awesome, is what it is. It's really hydrating and nourishing. It's kind of like a drink that will help you to grow younger. It's also really good for your skin. It's also really good for like halitosis or indigestion or any type of issues with the stomach as far as acid reflux or that type of thing. So what it is it's coconut and wheatgrass and cucumber. So I'm going to get started here I'll do the cucumber first. Come on, baby. This thing is giving me a trip here. I got to press the reset button. What's going on? This juicer's been kind of weird here. Come on, baby. It'll go. It'll go. Oh. Sometimes hitting it will work. Go. Not sure what's going on here. This thing's been giving me some trouble the last few days. There it is. I don't know what's going on. That one and this one here where I use this juicer have the reset buttons. Anyways, let's get started here. We're doing a Life Generator show, right, baby? Real deal. So I'm going to cut this cucumber up, and I just make it into pieces here for to fit the omega here. Oh. Got it, baby, got it. Just one cucumber, couple of coconuts, and then some wheatgrass. The wheatgrass here, these microgreens or sprouts, all those have a youthing quality because this is the plant right here in its youngest phase, you know, coming right out of the seed. It's a sprout. So sprouts are really good to activate like the youthing qualities, you know. Fruits are more mature, so they're more bioactive, where the sprouts and the microgreens are more biogenic, life-giving. So fruits are actually, interestingly enough, coming off the trees, they're bioactive. In other words, they're more like life-sustaining. Whereas the biogenic foods like sprouts, soaked nuts and seeds, wheatgrass, broccoli, microgreens, arugula, all the different microgreens and small green shoots, they're in that very young part of their existence. And so it really helps you feel younger. If you really want to grow younger, what you'll have to do is remove the debris and the accumulations in your kidney, liver, organs, glands, all throughout the system really. But you've got to get the kidney functioning, and you've got to cleanse out the liver that accumulates a lot of deposits, because generally humans eat more than they need, they eat the wrong types of food, and they never take breaks from the consumption of food. So the organs and glands and the tissues in the human organism never have a chance to release the metabolic buildup. And it's very important, especially in this day and age, because the toxins or the waste matter that can accumulate is quite a bit more substantial than it ever was in history because of the cleansing products, the vaccines, the air, the industry, the additives and preservatives in food, pesticides, the list goes on and on. So we actually have to be even more savvy than they were at other times throughout history. So I'm just going to do some wheatgrass here. I'm just cutting it with scissors. Pretty easy. Really nice looking wheatgrass, huh? So yeah, if you want to grow younger and more beautiful, there is 3 words: raw, living foods. Cucumbers are a beauty food. The wheatgrass is a beauty food with its chlorophyll and its high energy because it's in such a young stage of its life. The grass will grow up and sprout more wheat berries. Of course, it's a wheat grass. So, but this is in its baby phase here. So it's got that expression, that energy, that high vitality, and you're going to find that with all the sprouts, all the bioactive foods, life-generating. So soak those sprouts, nuts, and seeds and use barley grass, wheatgrass. Powdered is okay, but you're going to get the power from the living foods right here. This is alive. Okay? And so there's going to be a real energy boost there. And I really love the microgreens on a salad. And they're getting easier and easier to access these days. So that's one way to do it there. And I'm going to dump that in, and I'll strain it at the end because sometimes you can get some little, I'll strain it with a fine strainer because sometimes when you do that you can get some of those wood chips in there. You can use the canned coconut water if you want, but I prefer these young Thai coconuts. Anyway, I just got back from a little workout. I'm not super fit these days. I'm more like a domesticated house husband kind of thing. But just thinking of ways to make the house better, working in the garden, keeping things clean and functioning. Just bought a TV, believe it or not to watch TV, but to watch movies, documentaries, and also to watch Dr. Hawkins' spiritual DVDs, as well as do some Zumba and yoga in the living room. So that's cool, a TV. And yeah, I just got back from a nice bike ride, and so I'm just, just really getting balanced out in a lot of different ways, and I'm really enjoying my life quite a bit. And I'm also thinking of better ways to improve this channel here on the YouTube, and trying to find some ways to give back, use my talents here and my skills to help you in any way that I can, and just keep on putting this goodness out into the world, because the raw living foods can make a huge difference. And you can grow younger, and like I said, it's going to be these raw living foods with an emphasis on biogenic foods. And so you use sprouts, nuts, and seeds, and the grasses, and the small greens. Grow your own in your backyard, and get on the raw living foods. And with the juicing and the fruits, you can get your system cleansed out. And then as the organs and tissues improve in quality, you'll see that in your face, you'll see that in your skin, you'll see that in your hair. With enough of the greens and minerals, you'll see great, strong teeth. Also, with the teeth, it's important to keep the teeth strong with the essential fats. Hemp seeds, avocados, and coconuts are my favorite, but any of the soaked nuts and seeds, sunflowers really got some excellent fats. Almonds are a great source of fat. Brazil nuts are an excellent source of minerals, vitamins, and fats. And as well as just the fruits, bringing the color, the energy, the vibrancy. So a nice balanced raw food program, and then emphasizing periodic cleansing with juicing, or you can do fruit diets, maybe eat melons for a few days. Really looking at your food trip, you know what I mean? And choosing more wholesome foods, because the wholesomeness of the food really does affect the quality of the mind. So if you're working with children with autism, ADD, and that type of thing, you're really going to want to look to the foods, and it's going to be the fruits and vegetables without additives and preservatives. A lot of people are allergic to cooked foods, particularly grains can cause a lot of mental issues, and of course the doctors and the psychiatrists know nothing about that. Half the people would be sane if they took gluten out of their diet. There's a lot of crazy people running around with a gluten intolerance, eating a lot of donuts and breads and that type of thing, if you could get to them, find them and help them and say, oh, you got to take gluten out of your diet, you need to be on a gluten-free diet, you could improve like about 50% of the people that have mental disorders straight away. So there's a lot going on out there in the world, and one thing that I've found, and that's what I wanted to emphasize today, was that these organic fruits and vegetables, herbs, nuts, and seeds, without additives, preservatives, are extremely beneficial. You know, for me, I only eat pure, wholesome, living foods. And I'm very on point, and I'm very on fire about it, and I want to send this message out to you, because the things that can happen on the emotional, mental, spiritual, physical levels. You know, you can have unlimited energy, you can peel away the layers of the heart, accelerate awareness, and awareness is like a light that shines on the unconscious. And then if you have the courage, you can shine the light on that unconscious, and you can begin to peel away the layers of the onion and really get down into the nitty-gritty and get rid of the debris and get rid of the obstructions that are obstructing your flow. And it happens on every level. When we've got the food, we can really get energized physically, and that helps us to have that awareness and that sensitivity to begin to dig deeper into ourselves, so that we can process some of the internal issues, unconscious. And it's not always a pleasant process, but it is necessary for spiritual growth. And there's only one thing more challenging or more painful than true spiritual growth through the process of awakening, and that is to not grow at all and to stay stagnant. To stay stagnant and be aware of it. So many of you I know are very astute and aware, and I want to encourage everyone in the world to eat really good and to have the courage to process and to relinquish the obstructions, let them go by just being there with them, observing them, and then making peace with those parts of yourself that you've maybe in the past thought, I need to change this, I need to fix this. It's a good idea to realize that you're perfect the way you are, and now from that platform you can choose to cultivate your potential and improve your life, or learn a new skill, or go in a different direction, or become more beautiful, or lose weight, or a better artist, or a better musician, or a better mother, or a better father, or a better son, or a better boyfriend, or more kind, or more considerate, more gentle, more patient, more loving. I think you know where I'm going with that. Just you can once you realize that you're okay just the way that you are, and I speak from experience, I'm okay just the way I am. For many, many years, I don't know, you probably noticed this, but I was trying to fix something. I thought I was broken. And once I realized I wasn't broken and nothing needed to be fixed, at a real, more deeper level, I could just be aware of what was going on, and I could just sit there with that, and that took away a lot of the pressure and the stress. And it's the stress that really ages us, because stress is more like a resistance, and that resistance creates friction, and that friction can create entropy, and then the system just breaks down. So if we can begin to really just allow ourselves to flow down the river of life, accepting ourselves, accepting who we are, that takes a lot of the stress away, and then we can, with these physical processes here, with the laws of nature, we can begin to, I don't know what I did with the laws of nature, we can begin to really cultivate energy and health. Here it is. And we can do anything we want, And my specialty, I guess, is the food thing. I really love the clean eating. It makes such a big difference in your energy levels and making sure you're not eating too much. I'll let you go. So this is a juice drink here, which is coconut, cucumber, and wheatgrass. And this is really a beauty, energy, and youthing drink. And extremely refreshing after a workout. So thank you very much for joining me today. As you know or may not know, there's always a link down below these videos if you want to get your hands on some more juicing recipes, real practical stuff, so you can learn this stuff and you can apply it and get on it and keep working at it, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take some consistency. It took me 12 and a half years of hard work to get to my goal of being 100% raw foodist. Raw living foods. The only thing I want is juices, fruits, greens, nuts and seeds. You know, so fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, and you can live off that diet. I've been on a juice fast for quite a while, so I'm very skinny right now. I'll probably start putting on some weight here pretty soon, but I sure wish I could go on forever. But one of these days I'm going to go out into the desert and just disappear so no one can see me, my girlfriend, my viewers on YouTube, and just go out and just get skinny like Gandhi, 98 pounds, and then take down India. Or not take down India, but take down the British Empire. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever confuse like muscles with power, because, you know, power is different than strength. You know what I mean? Power is like silently being yourself, and what you are, and the more expansive and more loving and more understanding and more aware that you are, the more, you know, that you'll be able to give other people permission to be that automatically, not by what you say or what you do, but by what you have become and what you are. So be your best, and that helps everybody else to be their best. Love yourself, and that helps everyone else to love themselves, and it helps them to love you, and then you love them. And if it's just love, then there's going to be just this nice flow and this upliftment of humanity that we all need. We're coming back together. We're seeing an awakening. Do your part. Whatever your skill is, your talent, use that for the betterment of humanity. Thank you for the thumbs up. Peace.